If a nigga is 30 with a group of 6 and it's fucking me and you and I done lost half my fights, why are you trying to pick a fight with these niggas?
Yo, 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 yo. This is the Thotoween episode, ladies and gentlemen. I love Halloween, baby. It gives you ladies an excuse to fucking put on your thottiest outfits. It's the thottiest time of the year. You know what I mean? Going out there. You know what, bro? Fuck summer bodies, right? I feel like girls should just say fuck summer bodies and just put all their focus into getting ready for Halloween. Because that's when you're really showing the most skin, for real, right?
You don't show more skin than when you're at the beach.
Yeah, probably. Well, you should have seen what's going on yesterday, nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you.
My timeline, it was like early Christmas. I was just scrolling through my timeline like, oh my goodness.
That's fucking hilarious.
Scrolling through my timeline like,
But anyway,
wow, I should have went out.
Nigga, fuck going out, bro. Going out is whack anyway. It's the same shit every single time. Like, you go out, there's a few niggas, you know what I mean? A few ladies shaking ass, like, what else? It's the same old shit. Like, they're gonna be girls shaking ass in groups, niggas standing around. I'm not gonna be breakdancing in the middle of the circle. I'm not that type of nigga. So for me, it's even more just the same old shit every single time you go out. That's why I'm trying to not go out for a long period of time.
But you gonna stay in the house and do
special.
what? What you gonna do in the house? That's the problem.
Just chill or even.
If you don't go out, you just gonna be in the house bored.
But maybe you could even just go to a nice little restaurant by yourself. That's something I've been doing. Is like I went to a nice little restaurant.
That's money.
That's true. I'd rather spend $20 than fucking.
Nah, my dad wanted to go out to eat. That shit was $70. I was like, nope.
By yourself?
Nah, it was me and him. My dad.
Oh, you and your dad? Yeah, 70. I'm talking about by yourself, nigga. You just go out, go get some food by yourself, sit down, relax. Like, that shit's a vibe. Like, people don't underestimate the power of, you know, a nice little drink, you know, maybe a nice little J, and, you know, just sit down and just relax yourself in a restaurant. Put on some headphones. Right?
I don't think a lot of people want to be in a restaurant by themselves. Like, people don't want to do stuff by themselves.
Why?
Some lonely shit. You just in there eating. Everybody else is in their groups talking and shit, and you just.
And I feel like that's a cool guy. The guy who goes into the restaurant by his fucking self and shit. Like, doesn't need anybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just bugging right now. Self-love. There we go. But anyway, let's get into that first segment of the day, baby. Steph and Mascot. How are you living?
Don't we put my government name on this bitch?
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. Legacy 23. How are you living?
I'm alright. You gonna do No Nut November? You doing No Nut November?
Yeah, November. That's my birthday.
I said No Nut November.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
I feel like it's good for like self-control and shit.
That's true. That's true.
And you got that sort of like camaraderie because you know like niggas across the world are doing it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you want me to participate in No Nut November with you?
No, I'm just asking if you're doing it.
I've been doing No Nut November because I'm not getting pussy. That's the reason I've been doing it. But
you can't. I don't think you can masturbate either. I don't think you can jack off either.
Oh, so it's full, complete, no nuts.
No nut. It's not some nuts. It's no nut.
Some Nut November. Baby Nut November. Yeah, you're right. I definitely think that would help with self-control. I'm down to do it if you do it.
All right.
But you just gotta be we just gotta be honest with each other about whether or not we jerked off or not. This could be an awkward conversation.
Shout out to whoever that is.
Dope. Yeah, bro. That could be an awkward conversation. So,
Not really, bro.
I'll keep track of your nuts for you.
Bro, once you do it, you already lost. Like, you can't do it, period.
So, what happens if... So, should we put some stakes on this? How about we should put some stakes on this? $5. Let's put $5 on the table.
If you put stakes on it, you gonna lose. You gonna lie. I feel like you're more.
Why would you lie? Like, it's $5.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Well, when is the... Oh, today is November 1st?
Yeah, I already beat my dick this morning because I didn't realize. I started like October 30, whatever.
How about we start November... Wait, you said... You started... You started checking out October 30th, finished November 1st? Oh,
I didn't know, bro. That was like... Because I was looking at the clock, I was like, damn, because time went what? Back, right? We got an extra hour. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, damn.
How about we start November 3rd? Niggas need to prepare mentally for this type of shit. This isn't something you just jump into, you know? I feel like, maybe I'm tripping.
We're starting right now. $5. Matter of fact, $10.
$10? Whoa. Slow your roll, little baby.
$20.
$20?
Yeah, bro. $5 is nothing.
What are you trying to do?
I swear, you're going to be like, $5? Yeah, whatever. $20, now you're going to think twice. You're like, do I really want to lose $20 for this nut?
Damn, son. I feel like you should have prepared me if we're going to fucking put $20 on. All right, so it doesn't even start today anyway. It starts November 2nd.
It starts right now.
I thought you already did it for the day. You already did it for the day, so you're just like, oh yeah, it starts right now. I'm feeling amped up. I've been prepared for No Nut November. A nigga like me, bro, I wasn't prepared for this.
All right, it starts tomorrow.
All right, bet. No Nut November, ladies and gentlemen. You got it.
Now we know exactly what you're finna do when you get on this podcast.
Nigga, hell no. Hell no. How I'm living. I've been tired. And I'm realizing there's nothing wrong with being selfish with your time, ladies and gentlemen. That's not always a bad thing.
That's true.
Because people will always feel like you're selfish. Like, no matter what you do, no matter how much you help people or whatever the case may be, everyone feels like people aren't doing enough for them. See what I mean? So you might as well just be as kind of a person as you can be without sacrificing your mental health, your physical health, and all that shit for other people. Because the majority of time, people don't even do it for you anyway. So you might as well just, enjoy your life, just relax and have it eat. And just sometimes you got to just be selfish with that time. And that's one thing that I learned this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also another thing, you don't have to have plans to tell somebody no. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Like, you don't have to have something going on for you to be like no. Sometimes you just don't want to hang out with people and that's all right.
Damn, that's a good point right there. People
motherfucker be like, what you doing? No. Do this. And then when you say no, they're like, wow, you're not doing nothing. I just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't want to leave the crib right now. I just actually want to relax and read this book.
Yeah.
Well, in your case, you wanted to relax and do whatever you was doing, probably jerking off.
I can't remember the last time I read a book. As sad as that sounds.
You start reading, nigga. That's just not a good thing.
All the
billionaires read.
I used to read, and niggas used to tease me for that shit. So I was like, all right, bet. I ain't read nothing new.
Well, now you know, nigga.
It's too late now.
Once you get new information, you're responsible for... Once you get new information, you're responsible for it. That's why knowledge is power, but knowledge is also a curse. Because once you get information, you kind of start beating yourself up about it. Imagine if you didn't know about God, right? You would just be able to live your life all willy-nilly. You know what I mean? All willy-nilly. You don't know, so you just kind of can live however you want to live. But once you have the information, that's why God can judge you based off of what you know. You know what I mean? But yeah. We don't have to get into religion first at the top of the topic list. Let's get into some more fun topics, like Lil Pump and Lil Wayne endorsing Trump. Right?
I feel like politics are just as bad as religion.
Yeah, true. All right. Meg Thee Stallion receiving all those awards at BET.
I feel like Meg Thee
terrible.
Stallion is just as controversial as religion and politics.
Really? I don't think that Meg
Shout
Thee
out
Stallion.
to Avo Carlos 1. This one of your followers, man? I don't know who that is.
Shout out to Avo Carlos 1.
Speaking of your followers, you posted some video and some dude was like, hey, yo, tell your friend something about Kobe. I was like,
To me?
yeah, in the comment section.
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
about
what the
that.
fuck? Yeah,
I don't know
like,
what you mean. Oh, I have an interesting story to tell.
this shit better be good, bro. Your stories be ass.
So, I was going through, I was driving. I was driving my friend to I was driving to my friend's little game night that he had the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as I was driving to the house, I got a text message. Ding! I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is be. And it was an old friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, okay, this isn't somebody that I've talked to in a long time. I haven't talked to them in a long time. It's a female. And next thing you know, I'm like, she say, hey, I'm like, oh, that's dope. Maybe she was just checking in on me, seeing how I'm doing. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? It's been a little minute. She's like, oh, I'm great. Can I have $400? Bitch! What do I look like out here, bruh? That shit had me losing my mind, bro. Like, is that the type of vibe I give off as a nigga who will give you $400 for just asking?
If you broke, just say that.
If I do?
If you're broke, just say that. It's alright to be poor.
I guess I'm broke, but I'm gonna, even if I have $400, I'm never giving a random girl $400. That will never happen. I don't care if I have $1 billion.
She got your number. How random can she be if she got your number?
I mean, it's not random, but she's not my friend. You know what I mean? She's not like somebody that I really trust in, somebody I would expect to do anything for me. I wouldn't expect this girl to do anything for me. If I needed $100 or even $5, she would be one of the last people on my mind. The fact that she felt comfortable enough to ask me for $400, I was like, what? And then she was like, I needed to pay a bill. I was like, because I left her on red. She was like, I needed to pay a bill. Then she was like, I know you got it. Bitch, I don't care if I have $1 trillion. You don't deserve a penny out of my money. Are you crazy? You've never done nothing for me in my life. What would possibly make you fathom to ask such a retarded question? That is just the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. I was just shocked by it, bro.
Shorty said, so you only do favors with expectations to get something in return? Wow, you sound like a gold digger, Rich.
I sound like a gold digger?
Yeah, you heard what she said?
What's she saying?
She said you only do favors with expectations to get something in return.
No, I don't do favors for people who I don't know and who aren't my friends. If this person, whoever that is, were to ask me for $400, I would say no too. I don't know you. Like, why do you feel comfortable? Like, it's not a matter of you need to do something for me, but you definitely have to be a part of my... Actually, yeah, you do have to do something for me. You know what I mean? You have to add value to my life in some way, shape, or form. I'm not just handing out $400. Niggas is not a fucking ATM out here. You know what I mean? I don't care if I have $1 billion. If I have $1 billion and a charity hits me up, a charity organization. You are not a charity organization. You're a person. Go outside and get a job. That's what everyone else is doing. That's how I get my money.
You don't
I
sound like
don't.
Jesus right now. The
Yeah, you're
Bible
right.
says, I actually don't know what the Bible says about that, but I'm sure,
Give
sure
and give and give. If
something like
any,
that.
if any girl hits you up for money, cause a nigga will never hit you up and ask some dumb shit like that, right?
I would ask you for $400,
But you're my friend. I'm saying a nigga, bro.
like just some random guy.
All right. Let's say a guy who we knew from campus. You know what I mean? A guy who I know from who we knew from campus hit me, and we see him around. Maybe I work out with them at the gym or whatever the case may be. And then you guys exchange information, maybe text, what's it called? Maybe Instagrams or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that guy should be able to ask you for fucking $400?
I'm not giving nobody money. Period. It don't matter what the situation is. I ain't giving nobody no money.
I think you would give me money if I needed it.
I would give you money. I would give you money because I would give you money.
But it's different because, I would give my man's money and I would give my mom money. I would give my friends who are females money. I would give my girlfriend money. There's so many layers of people that I give money to before we get to random girls who we just know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know this person's middle name. Well, I don't know your middle name.
Some girl on Instagram asked me for $100. She said she was stranded. I just deleted it and went on about my day.
Am I just a walk-in lick or what? You know what I mean?
It was just so weird. She was like, "Yo, I'm stranded. I need $100." I just read it and deleted it.
I just don't think that handing out money is okay. Because this person is saying, I don't see what's wrong with helping someone if you have it. I agree. I don't see what's wrong with helping somebody. But people are not charity cases. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm mad at the amount. Number one, like $400 is a whole lot of fucking money to be asking some random person you don't know.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm mad that you are not a homeless person and you're asking me for money. You have a house, you have a dad, you have a mom. Ask them, ask your family. I don't know you. Why would you ask me?
Bro, let's move on from this shit. This shit dragging on too long.
I'm just trying to see what the MC has to say about this. But yeah, bro, I just thought it was very weird about how that was going on. I know she has a mom and a dad because I just figured. Like, I'm thinking there has to be somebody who's been giving her $400 up until this point. So, who knows? All right. Let's talk about, well, there was a good fight yesterday. Do you want to go back to that Lil Pump and Lil Wayne endorsing Trump thing? I feel like we didn't really talk about that enough.
Bro, Little Pump is a child. You know what I'm saying? So you expect him to say something childish. Lil Wayne didn't even know about Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty out of touch with things that are going on. And I don't think he's endorsing Trump out of, I think it's a matter of money for him. You know what I'm saying?
In terms of Lil Wayne?
Yeah, Republicans, they always say what? Tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts. And what do rich people want to hear? Tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts. It's all about keeping the money they have, When Joe Biden comes out and he says he's going to charge everybody over $400,000 who makes over $400,000, 62%, to the average American, that's not going to affect them, right? But when you talk about celebrities, people we look up, the Drakes and the Lil Waynes and the Steph Currys and the LeBron James, people who are making $30 million a year, 62% over $400,000 is a tremendous amount, And so when they think about their money and then they think about social issues, they're going to prioritize their money because a lot of times social issues don't affect them because they're rich. They're not in the hood. They're not having, adverse situations with the cops.
based on the caption that Lil Wayne said, he said that it was for criminal justice reform,
Yeah,
which
I
I
saw
saw.
that, but
You saw that, right?
what has he done in 4 years?
He's let a lot of people out of jail.
A
I don't know
lot?
why, but apparently,
A lot
I
of
don't
people
know.
or the famous people? Like when Kim Kardashian
Well,
goes
not
up there
fake
and
exactly.
she begs for him, hey, release this dude. I mean, you released 10 people. I wouldn't say that's a lot of people.
But there was actually a video that popped up on on my YouTube. I don't know if it was suggested. I don't think it was suggested. And a gentleman was there saying how Biden's 94 crime bill got him locked up, right? And he was thanking President Trump for pardoning him and actually letting him out of jail. So there is that factor of it where, in terms of criminal justice reform, I think he's pretty much done some
If
stuff.
if the only thing it takes for you to release Trump is him releasing a couple criminals back on the streets, if that's it, then by all means go ahead and vote for him. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Well, I committed a crime and he let me go, so I'm gonna vote for him.
It was like non-violent offenses though. This guy was locked up for life for a non-violent offense. I think it was
don't-
like selling drugs or some shit
It
like
don't
that.
matter, bro. The cons outweigh the pros.
In terms of releasing prisoners and prison reform.
If I had to choose between all the crazy shit that Trump has done and the good stuff, I would choose to get him the fuck out of here because he's been
Out
doing.
of there.
Yeah, he's been doing way more crazy stuff than good things.
Yeah, that's true. He does empower a group of people who hate black people, so that's a problem.
And guess what we are?
That is a problem.
Some fucking niggas.
I just think Lil Pump, like, is just trying to find anything to fucking claw into some type of relevancy right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this guy will do anything for some type of clout. Clout is a number one drug of this time, man.
He's
It's
young though.
crazy.
I feel like at that age I would have done the same thing.
What he's doing?
Just like not like specifically the same thing, but just as far as
Yeah.
like clout shit. Yeah, definitely. He's what, 19? Man, I was doing
We're
all
just
types of
talking about
stupid
how you
shit.
need to start doing some more clout shit now. How you need to start utilizing your looks to fucking
This nigga said
get
go
more
on.
followers.
This nigga, hey, listen to this. This dude told me to go on TikTok and lick my lips.
That's
get
how
fo-
everybody's doing it nowadays,
followed.
though.
Man.
And then you put a caption like, "Hey, how many of you would love to be here with me right now?" You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, you get some followers or whatever the fuck.
But
I
at
don't
what,
know, like
what cost though, man?
your pride, your soul. Sell your soul to me, Steph. I'll give you some clout. I promise.
I go on TikTok and just be licking my lips and shit, raising my eyebrows and shit.
Like this. That's what you gotta do. That gets them wet right there. That's
Do
the
that-
vibes.
Do that shit in the ring light. There's got to be another
Speaking of-
way.
I mean, if I were you, I would just use, the strong attributes. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm gonna get a 6-pack and then on my shirt, all my pics, my shirt's gonna be off.
There you go. That's one way. You know what I mean? I definitely still wouldn't respect it. You know what I mean? As a nigga, I'm still gonna look at you as a clown. But you know what I mean?
Damn, bro. Can't you support me?
I'll support you, yeah, because you're my mans. But I'm saying if I was an outside source viewing you do this type of shit, I'll be like, wow, look at this fucking weirdo. Look at this clappy. Speaking of not relationships, but I don't know. I don't even know how to fucking transition this. But Playboy Cardi and Iggy Azalea split up, which is pretty sad for me because that was one of the couples I was actually like really, really rooting for, you know?
That shit old, bro. That shit happened over a week ago.
Oh, that's old? And
Yes,
the news cycle nowadays is so crazy that some shit
bruh.
that happened a week ago is old.
We already had a podcast last week. Why didn't you bring it up last week?
I forgot, nigga. Let's talk about it now. I feel like this is big news because as soon as they broke up, like, well, first off, I personally was invested into their relationship because I consider myself a Playboy Cardi fan to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So seeing that, like, the mysteriousness that was added to her even after she started dating Playboy Cardi, I feel like I just started getting a newfound respect for Iggy Azalea in a certain way. And then for everything to kind of come crashing down. But they didn't say why they broke up or whatever, but what do you, like, you know,
She got the
I'm just,
worst luck. She keep dating these ain't shit niggas.
you think that, see, crazy how niggas just go straight to cheating, but it's possible, you know what I mean? It's
I
more than
mean,
likely he cheated.
she said she was being loyal and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Nick Young cheated on her and had a baby with his ex. And now he cheated with Iggy. And, I mean, whatever the fuck his name is, and he tripping.
Playboy Cardi.
That's what I be telling you, bro. I feel like it always be niggas' fault most of the times.
When relationships don't work out.
Yeah.
That's true. You do always say that, but it's like, how loyal was you? What about if a nigga's completely happy? Do you feel like a nigga's ever able to be completely happy and then not feel like cheating? You know what I mean? Or not feel like doing things outside the relationship because he's actually satisfied in the relationship?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So maybe it's possible that she was doing things that made him feel like he had to go outside the relationship in order to get what he wanted.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard you say in a long time.
How? How is that dumb?
Why did he have to go outside the relationship? Why he ain't just dump her?
Because he has a kid with her.
He lost her anyways. You know
I mean, now, but he took the risk. He took the risk. He was like, man, maybe if I fuck this bitch, I feel better about, you know, going home to my wife. Maybe, hypothetically, we don't know if he actually cheated or whatever the case may be.
Niggas will find any excuse to justify cheating.
I agree with you.
If you want for somebody else, just dump her.
I don't feel like it's that easy. And I told you this before, like, it's not, nigga.
How's
if you
that
love
not easy?
somebody, just dumping them is not easy.
You don't love her.
What you mean, though? You can't choose that type of shit. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Either you love her and you're not gonna cheat on her, or you cheat on her, you don't love her. It's that simple.
So you don't think that you could cheat on somebody that you love?
No.
That's the dumbest shit I've heard you say in a long time, nigga. Bro, think about it. There are people who are married, right?
You could be married. You could be married and not love the person.
But well, I mean, if you're...
Niggas
So
be
I
married and
feel
don't
like-
even like women.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying there are people who are dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
They cheat or whatever the case happens. Something happens either in college, high school, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know what the exact situation would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you cheat on them, and then later on down the road, they get back together. And then they get married and they have a fruitful relationship and nothing ever happens from then on.
You know what? I can't believe niggas really sit here and just listen to us talk. That shit is so crazy to me.
I mean, that's what the podcast is. Because people, I think what about podcasting, what makes it so appealing is the fact that, you know, I think for the woman, they probably get, a male's perspective on a lot of shit. And then for the niggas, it's kind of just like hearing some guys that, you know, guys talk about some real shit, you know what I mean? Even though we're not really talking about real shit right now. Unless you want to talk about that Asian guy saying that this is a no nigger zone. Did you see that shit?
Yeah. Yo.
That brought up your point. I've thought about you because you always say that Asian people are the most racist people.
By far, Asian people are so racist. That shit is crazy to me. It's crazy that they would choose to be Republican, though, when the Republicans don't fuck with no type of outsiders, period. Shit don't make no sense.
I don't know, because it's like, at the end of the day, if you aren't black in America, you just naturally have an advantage. You know what I mean? No matter what race you are, and I feel like Asian people benefit because the higher think
You
about
think
it.
so?
Yeah, because the higher think about it like this: the higher white people go, Asian people are gonna go higher. You know, and then everybody else underneath them are gonna go higher, and then black people will still be at the bottom. So it's like obviously they're gonna want to go with the group that's pushing everybody else up.
I feel like Mexicans are looked down on more than motherfucking blacks.
What?
Swear.
Mexicans are looked at as like, you know, hard workers. Like blacks are looked at as lazy bums. That's
Here's how I
that's
see it,
not good.
right? No matter how much you hate black people, right? You can't. We bring so much like income, right? That you can't get rid of us. That's why we're in all these like, they go out their way to include us in all these movies and all these like commercials and stuff. When you think of other races, you don't necessarily get that same income. You know what I'm saying? Asian communities are very like self-contained. You know what I'm saying? Jewish communities are very self-contained. Mexican communities are very self-contained. So you're not really getting that money. Black people, we like to just go and throw our money at everybody else but our own people. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
They say we account for like, I think it was somewhere close to 30% of the spending. You know what I'm saying? That's the statistic they never say. They always say, 13%, 50% of the crime, but they never say 13%, 30% of the spending. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, I just feel like other races don't have that type of pull in America.
I was thinking about this too. I was listening to some old podcasts about, and they around the time the podcast was recording was before the Black Panther movie came out, right? And they were arguing about whether or not Black Panther would be a blockbuster success. You know, looking back on it now, it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, this would be a blockbuster success." But if you really think about it, that was a black film, and it ended up grossing more than the majority of the Marvel films up to that time, which shows if black people are to get behind something, the spending power and the money that goes behind it is fucking exponential because we love to spend money. We love to look cool. We love to be a part. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how it takes some fucking, I don't know who directed it, but it takes like
Ryan
other
Coogler.
people. Who?
Ryan Coogler.
I don't know who the fuck that is. But is he white?
No, he's black.
Okay. Well, it takes Marvel or whatever that company in order to get everybody to be behind a black film versus that Nat Turner movie. No one fucking saw that shit. You know what I mean?
The fuck is Nocturnal?
Nat Turner. It was like a movie on this guy who, instead of like, he was one of the first slave rebellions in the
That's
U.S.
because, bro, I'm so tired of slave movies, bro.
But it was a slave rebellion. It was like the Django. It was like the Django.
I don't want to see none of that shit. I'm so tired of slave movies.
I agree with you.
All these fucking slave movies and just tired of that shit.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. I like the shit, but I think I think one more like the Django style film would be nice.
The D is silent, bitch.
What?
It's not the Django. It's fucking Django.
Nigga, it's spelled Django. What are you talking about?
Nigga, the D is fucking silent.
In Django?
Have you
What?
have you not seen the fucking movie? It's fucking Django. It's not the Django.
I seen the movie. I'm pretty. They weren't saying Django in it. Oh shit. This is why I be looking uneducated on the pod. Niggas is like, yo, you need a what's it called? The niggas be like, yo, you need to start doing some research before you before you say certain shit. That's exactly why right there, because I don't know fucking Django.
Django.
Whatever. Well, this is something funny that happened. Oh, did you see Kanye gift Kim Kardashian a hologram for her birthday? I thought that was the sweetest shit in the fucking world, bro. Like, Kanye is really a better husband than people give him credit
Nah,
for.
he's really not. Did you listen to it?
I mean, some parts of it. I think
No,
he
if you
said,
listen
I
to the
heard the
whole
part
thing,
about,
he said, and you married Kanye, who is the smartest, best rapper alive or some shit like that.
oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
I
bro.
did see that part.
You gonna
But
use
I
her
mean,
dead?
he
You're gonna use her dead father to give yourself a shout out, bro? Come on, bro.
was he joking? Probably, right? No?
You gonna use somebody's dead father to give yourself a shout out?
I guess that's a good point right there. That is an argument to be made about the
Bro,
fact that
that dude is a
he did
narcissist.
that. Yeah,
That person is
yeah. I
dead. They're not
definitely feel like.
alive. That's like when they logged into XXX. They logged into his Instagram live to promote another artist. It's just
Yeah,
tacky.
that shit
You
was
know what I'm saying?
weird.
It's just
Yeah,
tacky.
that shit
You
was
know what I'm
weird.
saying?
But then, how do you feel about holograms in general, though? Because some people might argue that holograms and fucking like trying to almost remake this guy's life, essentially, like instead of letting him just sleep in peace, you're rehashing his memory, but instead of allowing his memory to just be what it was when he was alive, you're trying to kind of create new memories that you're not even sure he would have even wanted. Like, what if he didn't fuck with Kanye? What if he wasn't the type of guy who would have fucked with Kanye? What if he didn't even fuck with Kim after a while? You know what I mean? It's possible. Parents don't fuck with their kids all the time.
See, I think the problem comes with holograms arise when like you try to make a profit off of it. You know what I'm saying? So like if you were to do a hologram of Whitney Houston and like go on tour and stuff, and you're just trying to make money, you know. Now if it was just a birthday wish for Kim, that's
But
something.
what about Pop Smokes? Because I know he's probably gonna do a hologram, and one of the things that he's gonna, and I think the money's gonna go directly to the family.
I mean, I
So
guess.
you know what I mean? But let's dive back deep into the whole idea about getting your significant other a hologram, right? So Kanye got Kim a hologram for her birthday. Definitely raised the bar, right? About of the things that you should probably be doing for your significant other. What are some things that you would do for your what are some interesting birthday ideas that you would do? Because I mean, you can't afford a hologram. So what's the next best thing? What can we do?
Damn, bro, my budget is so tiny.
I know. That's why we got to get more creative. Because it's like, even though we had a lot of money, most people aren't doing the hologram thing. They're buying Birkin bags, this and the third. But because Kim is Kim, she can afford all that shit. So he went another direction. You know what I mean? Which I fuck with so much. I actually really have been starting to fuck with Kanye more recently. But
That's because you're a coon. Of course, a nigga who says Django is gonna fuck with Kanye.
Oh my God. I
Kanye.
feel like I'm never gonna be able to live this down.
I'm gonna post this shit on my story.
But this is the thing. Kanye is I didn't listen to the whole Joe Rogan interview, whatever, because it was too long for me. But Kanye in general, like how his mind works is so different than how everybody else's mind works. It makes it easier to understand how difficult it is for him to fucking, get his ideas across. You know what I mean? So I don't think he means any harm a lot of times with the things that he does, but it's just that how he thinks makes how his brain works is hard to translate his ideas into one thing. He talked about it too, like he feels like his brain is constantly racing, which is something that I can relate to. I feel like my brain is constantly racing too. So like the fact that he's trying to get out ideas, especially in a public platform, sometimes he just says shit and it just comes across wrong than what he's really trying to say. You know what I mean?
No, he's a fucking asshole.
You let me do all that explaining for you just to fucking say that.
Oh yeah, God, bro, he's a fucking asshole. I hate Kanye.
Hate?
I hate him. Remember last how he was like, how you hate somebody you don't know? It's that simple. I hate him.
So do you feel like what about him do you hate though?
Just everything he says. All the words that come out of his mouth.
But there's certain aspects of him that you have to respect though. His creativity.
His music.
his music, his like ability to go from being negative $500 million to a billionaire. Like those are all things that I would say are
Yeah. All he did was he created a shoe, and niggas got hyped up off of it. Let's not make it seem like he made a bunch of investments and started this. All he did was make a shoe, and he got stake in the company, and that blew up.
that's true. I guess
You know
there
what I'm
is something.
saying?
He was Kanye West, so I guess it's a little easier for him to make $1 billion than it would be for me. But you just still gotta give. I guess you don't gotta give him any credit.
It's just the
I
stuff
still
he be
think-
saying.
Shout out baby girl Drea.
You-
I don't know who that is. What else happened? Oh, speaking of investment, I didn't know this, and we don't have to stay on this long. But Nas was one of the first investors into that Ring doorbell thing.
Yeah, I heard he made
Nas-
some good money off of it.
Yeah, he made a lot of money off of that shit. So shout out to Nas for that. So Floyd Mayweather finally responded to NBA YoungBoy, calling him a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I think
that
it
shit
was. I think he was pretty mature about it though.
Yeah, right? Way more mature than I thought he would be. I don't know why Floyd doesn't just pull up on him and beat his ass. That's what I would do. You're a fucking professional boxer.
And then what?
And then you beat his ass. That's
like-
satisfaction in itself.
No, bro. See, just niggas
What?
like you. That
Niggas
doesn't-
like me, what?
That doesn't solve anything.
It's so
You know you could beat him up. He knows he could beat you up. What's the point? You gonna go over there and beat a little kid? This dude is what, 20 years old?
Who, NBA?
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't 13, nigga. You're not a kid. Everything you say has repercussions for it. You know what I
You
mean?
can't just go fighting everybody who calls you names, bro. Come on.
Not everybody who calls you names, definitely. But clearly, in my personal opinion, I don't know NBA YoungBoy, I don't know this other girl, I don't know anything about the situation. However, I do believe that he doesn't have the highest amount of respect for women based on, what I've seen. And, he's not necessarily treating her the best because, he's caught in hotels rooms fucking his old baby moms. So, as a father, I don't see what's wrong with slapping that nigga up, especially if you're a professional fighter. No, is that crazy? So what if you were in that situation, right? What if you were in that situation? What would you do? Would you encourage?
His daughter hasn't been hurt.
She caught a case. She caught a case for stabbing somebody.
Okay, but nobody hurt his daughter. His daughter is crazy. But it's not like NBA is beating the shit out of his daughter. That's really the only cause you had to go over there. Now let's say you go over there trying to fight and he pull out a gun and blow your brains out. Mm-hmm. Now what? Now your daughter don't got no dad because you want to be a tough guy.
Man, bro. If my daughter's husband feels so comfortable, or boyfriend feels so comfortable that he feels like he can shoot me, what? You can't just shoot your father-in-law.
You came over there to beat him up.
Yeah, so come outside and get an ass whooping, right? Isn't that how it goes? What happened to fighting? Speaking of that, Jay Critch got into a fight today. I was gonna ask you, what's your game plan if you were to get jumped? What would be your game plan?
If I was by myself?
Have you ever got jumped before?
No, it's only been one-on-one.
Okay. So yeah, what would be your game plan? And I'll tell you what mine is, because I've gotten jumped before, unfortunately.
Hey, Rich, I'm getting jumped. Here's my location. Hurry up.
Hurry up, nigga. By the time I get there, you're gonna be dead. I'm gonna pull up, just see Steph's brains on the fucking pavement and shit like that. There's a pink spot where Steph used to be. Nah, but what would you do? Like some niggas start.
I probably got into like 10 fights in my life.
That's a pretty good amount of fights.
Yeah, but I lost half of them. So I'm not too keen on getting into fights if I can avoid it. There's nothing worse than getting your ass beat by somebody and you got to keep seeing him around.
Oh my God.
I remember I was in, this is when I got expelled from private school, so I started going to public school. And damn, bro, them niggas used to bully the fuck out my ass. And I fought my neighbor and he beat the shit out of me. And like, we still live next to each other.
Your neighbor?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Shit,
Yeah, fighting your neighbor is probably not the best idea.
He beat me
You
up.
gotta
He
kill
beat
him.
me up. I started crying. He was like, give me a... I swear. He was like, I give you a free hit. And I punched him as hard as I could and he ate that shit.
In the face? You punched him as hard as you could in the face and he
Yeah.
ate it? How old is he?
I was in 6th grade, so I was like 10. He was probably like 11, 12 or some shit.
And he just... So, explain this. How did it get to the point where you started actually crying?
He beat the shit out of me.
Well, what made you cry, though? Was it the pain? Was it the anger? Like, what about it made you cry? I never really cried in a fight.
Shout out to Anna.
Yeah, shout out to Anna.
I actually don't know if I cried. Now that I'm thinking back. I'm not just trying to be cool. I don't think I would have cried in public.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
But he definitely
crying after a fight is like the
Yeah,
most
yeah, yeah.
bitch-ass shit I've ever heard in my life.
I don't think I cried. I don't think I cried. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever like cried after ass beating in public. I've definitely like gone by myself and sobbed a little bit. But
Okay, yeah, like an anger sob, yeah.
like a
yeah,
pain
yeah.
sob, nigga.
Oh my God, so you're getting your shit fucked up. It's like, no, niggas fucking me up. Yo, son. Oh my God. It's like, nah, it wasn't the anger, nigga. My jaw was broke.
Bro, I'm not a big dude, bro. I'm not out here. I don't be fighting unless I have to fight. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? I don't be fighting unless I have to fight.
I don't really feel like I'm a fighter either, but I don't really lose that much. I think mainly because, like, people don't expect me to punch them as hard as I do. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to try and take your fucking jaw off your body. Like, when I swing on you, and I'm not afraid to swing first because I'm scared of getting swung on second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's my big thing. Like, I remember my friend told me one time the story of how he was afraid to... This is when I was really young. He was like, yeah, I was afraid to swing first. And this nigga took a brick and broke it over my fucking head. And I never... He said, from then on, I never was afraid to swing first. And I was like, you know what? I don't want a brick on my head. so I'm going to just punch that nigga first. And then whatever happens after that happens. But this bitch-ass nigga told me a long time ago. I call him a bitch-ass nigga because I don't fuck with him now. But if you're getting jumped, grab one person, focus in on them, and just fuck that one person up. You know what I mean? Just that one person. Jay Critch was the one person that was getting fucked up in the fight. Niggas had him on the ground, started tagging his ass. It's okay, though. He's a real nigga, though. He's from Brooklyn, actually. You know who that is, Jay Critch?
I know he's a rapper. I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, yeah, he's some light-skinned, tall nigga. But yeah, he kind of did it right. But you just gotta, for everybody in here, if you're gonna get into a fight and you're getting jumped, you know what I mean? Identify one person, probably the smallest one, right? Grab them and just start punching them in the face as hard as you can. You know what I mean? Even if other people are hitting you, if you keep on hitting that one nigga, they'll feel bad for him. You know what I mean? And eventually they'll just be like, all right. I'll just
Or you
pop
could just
this thing up.
stab him or shoot him.
Or get a gun or a knife. That's always the best way. You know what I mean?
Why are you just taking an ass whooping?
I mean, I'm not afraid to take an ass whooping. We talked about this before. If you're in the club and a nigga brushes you, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes or steps on your shoe and then turns around and is like, what you gonna do about it, pussy? I guess I'm gonna have to take this ass whooping. You know what I mean? I don't care how big you are. I guess I'm gonna have to just start talking my shit.
Bro, don't put me in no situation where I gotta get my ass beat because of you.
Bro, of course I will. Are you kidding me? What? I don't feel like I'd be unjustified with it though.
It don't
I'm not
matter,
just a
bro.
hothead, but I'm not a hothead. You
That
know
is not true. You're not hot-headed? That is a lie. You're going to sit in front of 8 people and lie. 9 people, me, and God, that's 10, and lie.
I wouldn't say hothead. I would say probably like, I don't necessarily love disrespect.
You don't think you're a hothead?
No.
You are delusional.
Wow.
You are
See, well,
hot-headed.
I think
Me, you, LJ, Marcus, who's the most hot-headed out the 4 of us?
you, nigga. Are you kidding me?
What?
You constantly disrespect people.
What?
Constantly disrespect people.
Like
you
who?
are one of the most disrespectful people I've ever met in my life.
This is news to me.
What? Nigga, you
like
don't
who?
think you... Should I go down the list? Even in our group chat, you'll be like,
Name,
bro,
name 3 situations.
I can't name 3
Okay,
situations.
name 2.
And you know that
name
I can't
2. Name 2.
Bro, if I start naming situations, people are going to start getting in trouble on this podcast.
Nigga,
You know that.
Name 1.
Name one situation where you disrespected somebody.
Yeah.
Have you called somebody lame as of recently? When was the last time you called somebody lame?
What does that have to do with being a hothead? That's just an opinion.
I said disrespectful. Then from disrespect,
Disrespecting
you have
being
to be
hot-headed
willing to
is-
back it up.
Being disrespectful and being hot-headed is not the same thing.
Oh my God.
Look, Joseph got my back, bro. Joseph said I'm calm, bro.
Steph's the calmest man on earth. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And that's my best
Here we
friend,
go.
so I know he knows.
Listen,
Bro,
it's
you are
fine. We'll see,
hothead.
man. I really don't think. I feel like I'm more of like a. I just don't like disrespect. That's my main thing. You know what I mean?
You was just talking about beating somebody's ass because they called you a bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff
That's
like
a
that.
problem. Isn't that disrespectful?
Dog, that's some hot-headed shit.
Wow. Well, I mean, I've gone to anger management and shit, but like, that was
Hot-headed.
that was at one point in my life. I think now I'm way more calm than I used to be. When I was younger,
That's sad because you still be on 10.
wow, 10.
10.
Bro, I know niggas who really be on 10. Maybe I'm just comparing myself to the wrong people. Because in my mind, I feel like I'm just like more like.
Out of our
Just-
friend group, you're definitely the most hot-headed. And you can ask anybody in there. You go in the group chat and ask them all, they're going to say the same thing. Rich.
Well, guys, I want you guys to comment and say, based off of our, your podcast listenership, which one of us do you think is the more hot-headed?
Podcast listeners.
How long has it been? 52 minutes? We have time for one more topic, and then we can get out of here. I'm trying to find a good one. I'll go down the list of things we haven't discussed yet. Ruby Rose might be the baddest in the game.
No.
Meg Thee Stallion receiving all those BET awards. I don't know if she deserved them.
Sympathy.
Did the Me Too movement kill girls saying, never mind, let's not even discuss that.
Everybody in the
Sasha-
chat saying rich because they know.
I don't know why, which is crazy to me. Like,
'cause you're a
this
hothead.
is actually the most insane thing I've ever seen because, like, I feel like you come across as more of the hot-headed individual.
I don't be coming off across like that. I have a strong personality, you know what I'm saying? And I think I let you know how I feel and why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it don't be coming from a place of anger. I don't be angry. You be ready to fight.
I'm ready to, but I feel like I'm also the nicest person in the group. If you're gonna give me the hothead title, am I not also the nicest person in the group too?
The nicest person in the group?
Nicest person, just a nice person, like,
Nicer than Marcus?
yes, nigga, yes. I'm talking about actually nice, like, always thinking about other people's feelings and shit like that. Not trying to hurt niggas' feelings.
You won't be trying to hurt niggas' feelings until they disrespect you, and then it'd be like, all right, nigga, let's go.
Yeah,
you could be
but-
hot-headed and nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I
You are a hothead, bruh.
just don't like disrespect.
If
Like,
we was in the
that's just-
club, I would be fucking nervous. 'Cause I just,
We were in the club.
and I'd be nervous the whole time. I'd be like, oh my, please don't let nobody say nothing to this nigga. I'm not trying to fight. I got my good clothes on. It's 3 a.m.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm the friend who people be like, oh man. I didn't even know this.
You a hothead, bruh.
That is crazy.
I need to take some fucking boxing lessons before I go out with you.
I do. I love boxing. Maybe that's
Fighting all
what it
these
is.
fucking grown ass men because Rich
I think
won't
I'm just
catch
not
an
a
attitude.
bro. I just be catching the attitude because niggas be wildin'.
Bro,
Like people
but there's
love to chat.
I understand how you could get up. I understand where you're coming from, but I think you just be so caught up in the present, you don't be thinking about the ramifications of your actions. If a nigga is 30 with a group of 6 and it's fucking me and you, and I done lost half my fights, why are you trying to pick a fight with these niggas?
That's
You know what
true.
I'm
I
saying?
am known for trying to fight groups of people.
You're never gonna see these people again. You know what I'm saying? Just go home. Be upset by yourself.
You know what it is too, bro? I think one time actually, I allowed somebody to disrespect me. Like this guy, he was an older gentleman. I was in high school, and I like turned around, like just looked back, and then I didn't think I looked at him crazy, and then I turned back around, and this guy really pressed me about this shit, and I was just like, wow, like. So is this how I have to move? And he was older, maybe like he was like I'm in high school, so he was like 40. You know what I mean? A grown ass fucking man. And I was nervous. And ever since then, I just kind of decided that I would never let. Before that, I used to more fight people my age and like shy away from like other types of people and stuff like that. But since then, I was just like, I don't give a fuck who you are. And then I kind of started getting the mentality of I don't care if I die behind respect. And then I feel like that kind of like
You gonna get in a fight and we gonna be fighting and I'ma die and you not gonna die.
I would feel bad about
Yeah.
that.
Yes, nigga. I hope you would feel terrible about that shit.
Oh my goodness. We can have this intervention the next podcast because we're already at 56 minutes. So, want to get into that maintain segment real quick?
Cause we just out here trying to maintain.
I don't got nothing.
While you're figuring that out, I'm gonna let you guys know in on a little skincare secret that I've been using, and I recommend you use it too. And it's also what some people say is a cure for COVID. You seen T.I. saying he has a cure for COVID, saying drinking tea? I think T.I. needs to shut the fuck up and say that. But let's start talking about, he said drinking tea is a cure for COVID. I like, that's the most Atlanta logic I've ever heard in my life.
Get the fuck out of here. You always be shitting on Atlanta. Even last time we went to the club, bro, we got shot at, and we wasn't even doing nothing. Imagine if like you actually made someone upset.
That's true.
What was our game plan? What did we do? We dropped to the floor. We don't have no plan, bro.
That's why we needed guns, nigga. I was telling you, after that trip, I was even more set on, I definitely need a gun, especially if I'm gonna go to Atlanta. I definitely need a gun. Yeah.
You can't even bring a gun in the club. They be checking niggas and shit. So we would have just died.
Leave it in the car. Or you get a little pocket rocket and put it in your sock, like a little tutu or something like that.
Need bulletproof vest and shit. You talking about the
Bulletproof
goddamn
vest.
car. Like we could have ran to the car and got the gun and chased them down.
Or we could stash it outside the spot somewhere. We'll talk about that later. We don't want to incriminate ourselves.
Just don't fight nobody. It's that simple.
That's probably what, I think the older I get, the less likely it will be for me to get into a fight because people aren't really disrespecting me anymore. That was more something that happened when I was younger. As I get older, I feel like people understand, like, you know what I mean? I'm a little crazy, you know what I mean? I understand that. But, like, I just feel like as I got older, people kind of understand that a little bit more, too, so they kind of just back off of me. And I'm at my prime. Well, not my prime. I'm starting to get back in the gym, so maybe I'll be in my pride again.
Look at
hey, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Mad late.
Nah, don't even talk to her, bro. Cause she was supposed to send me something and she didn't even respond, bro.
Oh my God.
She was like, yeah, I'll send it to you. Nah, bro. Let's end this now, so she don't even get the benefit.
Now, we got to do the maintain tip. So my maintain tip for this week is putting a rag over your face. And when you put the rag over your face, putting a hot water and letting it boil, and then inhaling the steam and allowing the steam to soak your face a little bit. Opens up the pores.
You gonna put boiling hot water on your face on a rag?
You don't put it on you. You put the rag. Oh, all right. So maybe I'm not explaining this right. You put the rag over the top of your head, so
And then
it
you pour the
captures
water on there.
It captures the steam nose, and then the water is coming out the pot, and instead of it going around your face, it all steams into your face and allows the beautiful stuff to go into your face. Baby, put some orange peels in there, some other stuff, and just,
That's
get
some real
that
island
cleansing
shit.
going. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit sound like some damn island shit that your parents be doing that don't be working, but they love it.
Nigga, I grew up on castor oil. Well, not castor oil. There's some oil that I need to find out what it is that my parents used to make me fucking drink every day, and I never got sick my whole life. Never.
Lying like shit.
I mean, not like seriously sick. Like the only time I had to go to the hospital for real. So that's why I believe in the Caribbean medicines and the natural herbalistic shit, is because like my parents was always doing that for me since I was young. Canadian healing. I grew up on Canadian healing oil and all that type of shit. So
Canadian healing oil. What the fuck is
you
that?
never heard of that?
No, I'm not from Canada.
Your dad is Jamaican though. That's some like real Caribbean shit. Canadian healing oil. Search it up if you don't know. Oil. Maybe it's I forgot what it's called. It's the yellow stuff exactly. Whatever Joel knows. Like that shit that comes in that yellow bottle that tastes like absolute garbage, nigga. You feel like vomiting.
Canadian?
Well, Canadian healing oil is something you put on cuts and shit like that. And it heals up cuts and it, rashes, everything. It clears it all up. So I
Nigga.
guess I gave you 2 maintain tips.
Don't nobody take that second tip because that sounds like a bunch of bullshit. You gonna take that
Nah,
shit
bro.
on.
Search up Canadian healing oil, nigga. That shit will change. If you have rashes and shit like that, that shit will.
The fuck
make it
rashes
go
did you
away.
get?
I didn't get any because I had Canadian healing oil or even cuts and shit like that. It helps clean cuts. It helps do all, like, my parents just used to use it for any type of skin thing. Like, I would just put some Canadian healing oil on it and it'll clear it right up. So that's my maintain stuff.
I never got any rashes and I never got sick and I didn't have none of that shit. So
You ever never got no rash in your life?
hell no, I ain't never gonna. Why you say it like you seen me with a rash?
I was about to make a joke about an STD, but never mind. Now that you fucking put me on the spot like that.
I ain't never had no rash in my life.
No. I don't even know what kind of STD joke to make. What's the STD that gives you a rash? Is it herpes?
I think that's AIDS. Herpes. Herpes
AIDS
be those
gives you
little
a
bumps and
rash?
shit.
AIDS gives you a rash?
I don't know. Never got it.
Oh, wow. That's perfect. Then you can know. I was over here thinking that you don't know who has AIDS or not. If these niggas got a rash, perfect. I hope that's true. All right.
I don't know.
What's your maintain tip?
I don't got no maintain tip, bro.
Make something up, nigga. You do it every week.
All right. So I'm not eating bread anymore. I'm not drinking juice. Because Zac Efron doesn't eat carbs. I'm trying to look like him. So there you go.
But who?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Yeah, the nigga from
Nigga. You think you and Zac Efron have the same body type, nigga? You need
nigga, all I
well,
gotta
I
do
guess
is
I.
work out. He's not like he don't look that good, does he? He just look like a
Zac
normal,
Efron.
like muscular dude. I feel like it's obtainable.
That's true. That's true. That's what I'm trying to get to. I don't want to be jacked.
Yeah, he's not
I
like The
kinda
Rock
just-
or no shit. He's just like an average.
I don't want to be The Rock either. I feel like you can't even really fit the clothes that you want to wear when you are too jacked. I want to be like slim jacked, like maybe a little bit more on the arms, a little bit wider frame, a little bit, but I don't want to be too fucking like The Rock or some shit like that. That's not swaggy to me. Sometimes I think about getting fat, see how that would work out.
Do you think you'll
And
ever
you-
get fat?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't have it in my genes like that. Like, so hopefully I don't ever get fat. I mean, when I stop working out, I get skinnier. So,
Really?
Yeah, that's my problem.
For now,
So,
you young though. You what, 20, 22?
22, about to be 23, baby, in a few weeks, baby.
Right?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan has a good body, too.
You gay.
Yeah, right? Guess I'm gay. This has been the gayest podcast in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell no. Remember that the first podcast you ever did, and I was on the first episode?
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely the gayest one ever.
Yeah, that was probably the gayest podcast.
By
ever,
far.
yeah. I think
Damn.
that's still on YouTube somewhere too.
Yeah,
I
delete
think,
that shit, bitch. I told you delete it and you put it
Why?
on fucking private. Delete that shit. I'm not doing no more podcasts until you delete it.
I think it's deleted, but
No,
this
it's
is the
not, bitch.
question.
You put
Wait,
it on
wait, wait.
private.
At this point, right? At this point, what's the problem? I feel like now we have multiple podcast episodes. Shit
Nigga,
like
it
that.
doesn't matter, bro. When people get famous, what do? They go and they start digging and digging and digging, and that's gonna be a
But you won't get
soundbite.
canceled for saying gay shit. You
It
get
don't
canceled
matter.
for saying anti-gay
It
shit.
don't matter.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe people will think that you're gay.
That's
never really
even
thought
worse
about
than being
that before.
canceled.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another episode of the Live and Maintain podcast. Please watch this on YouTube. That's how we get views. Please watch this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please click the link in the bio. Those are the ways that we're able to translate this into dollars, which will make us continue to do this.
I'm not doing no more episodes until that shit is deleted, bro.
It's deleted.
No, it's not. You put it on private.
How would you know if you're not even on my YouTube?
Because you told me.
So how would you know if it's deleted or not?
Nigga, I want some motherfucking screenshots.
All right, sounds good to me.
Nigga, delete that shit, bro.
I said I would delete it, and the nigga doesn't believe me.
Because you laughing.
See?
What are you laughing for? Stop laughing, bro.
I'll delete it. Nigga, what you want me to do? Anyway, bro, we're out of here, baby. The Live and Maintain boys is in the building. Peace.